Too much to take it back. All right. About that. Oh, actually not too far off. 3. Very close. That's actually really close. Hold on. Fucking hell. Yeah, no, this will be easier. Alright, that's about as close as I could get. I'm getting a lot of food out of this, by the way. Alright, except that I also need to figure out where the kidney went for Linda. But, yes, so, what was it? What was the thing? Give me a hot second to get my brain back. It was something in the game. Oh yeah, I remember. All right. So the other thing too is that every single person has a connection with somebody that they've encountered in the game, whether it's on your map or in another colony or a preset that existed before they met your colony. So because I have over 200 people, each one of my people may have a connection with up to 200 people plus extra individuals that they have a positive or negative opinion of or a neutral opinion of. And each individual person is different, but every connection back and forth is still logged in the game. And the more people you get, the more of that the game has to remember. The same with animals, have a little bit of like, not so much social, I think they've got it under like training and shit. They might have changed it because the animals used to have it on, some of the pet ones do. Hold on. I think I've got, Cassie might have it. Like Cassie's got a lineage here where it keeps track of it. It used to be a lot more advanced on the animals too, so it would have like whoever the parent animals were, whoever a sibling animal was, whoever was training them, stuff like that as well. So basically what I'm looking at is the more people I get, the more people each individual person has a social connection with, that the game has to kind of keep track of as well, which I'm expecting to make like big battles really difficult, especially since towards the end, what will essentially happen is I'll go through like, where is that map? The off-world flag that I'm headed up towards, which is all the way up here. This. So when I go eventually up to there, if this colony survives that long, let me just say that to begin with. If this colony survives to the point where we get up to that particular off-world map, what I believe should happen is that we will encounter attackers, waves of attackers on and on, like non-stop for a while, that may or may not have relations known socially to my massive colony as well, which should also make it quite a substantial fucking pressure on my computer for those particular battles. Because look, even these guys just wandering through doing the trade, they have connections as well. I don't think they're connected with anybody in my particular colony, but they know people. I click on Eel, like they've got acquaintances. These are mostly people that are in their caravan by the look of it. But sometimes they'll come in and they'll have like, is sibling of or is ex-fiance of blah character in your colony. And you'd be like, okay, cool. So if I attack them, if I kill them, my colonists might actually have a mental breakdown. That could be a really bad thing. So I am aware that like when it comes to the very end of the game, if we get to that point, I'm looking at probably having, what I'm hoping is to get to 250 people and hopefully have the game still running quite well and hopefully be able to withdraw from taking more people continuously because I have that urge. And then I hope that we can get all the way up towards the end, staying alive and attacking everybody we have to along the way, and then go through this like massive battle and knowing that like everybody in my colony could have a personal connection to somebody that we're going to attack. If we kill a family member, one of my people might fly off into a mental rage or something like that and may eventually just go and slaughter some animals or may murder whoever's in sight, good or bad for my colony. Other times, if you kill like a rival or something like that, it will boost your colonists up and make them super happy and they might even fight better in the next battle. But it's going to be a fucking gamble because on average I get attacked by about 75 quantity of any, human raid when it happens. I get three groups of 25, so I get about 75 raiders at one time. So if that's any indication of what the end waves are supposed to be like, where I'm going to be getting attacked by like wave after wave of 75 people, there's a pretty fucking high chance I'm going to encounter lots of people, and my computer's going to have a lot to accommodate for during that. I did say the other week I would love to like save at the point where I've got like 250 people, put that save file aside, and just see if I could get up to 500 people or something like that in my personal time or something, or on another playthrough. That's all. Don't claw that. That's all. It's just like claw on the carpet. Yeah, just to see if it would do it. I reckon it would. I don't know how well it would do it, but it would be certainly fucking interesting. Like, I don't know if I would want to take and try to hold on to 500 people going up to like the end world map. Because the other thing too is like a little thing that nobody like is aware of. It's because I'm a PNG tuber and because I also stream the game. It's not just the core game itself that's using up like a certain portion of like my resources on the computer. My streaming program is currently using 4.8 gigs of memory at this minute. And I don't know what RimWorld is. Let me have a look. Let's see what it's using. Can I have a look at my stuff? I need to make it bigger so I can see what I'm fucking looking at. Where's RimWorld there? Let's see. RimWorld's using like 11 to 12%, so it's using about, I don't know, 6,000 megabytes. So it's really not using that much at the moment of like memory and stuff. It's using 3.4% of my GPU. So it says it's very high, but it's not that at the same time, because my Twitch studio is using like 7 to 9% of my CPU and is using actually more. my Twitch studio is using 4.8% of my GPU right now. It's actually higher than the game. And where is my avatar in here? My avatar is using about 1 to 2% of the CPU and about 2.6% of the GPU. So it's not using much at the moment. I don't know what just happened to my avatar, then it kind of like froze. It's not using that much, but you've also got to remember in the future I'll have more stuff on like my avatar and stuff. And yeah, like it's gonna absolutely be ripped. If I need to with RimWorld, if RimWorld gets to a point where it's too heavy because I have too many people and it shows any sign of like chunking along because I've got all this extra shit open, like I will do like with Battlefield where I basically don't put up my avatar so that I have the slightly extra percentage of resources towards the game and the stream. But yeah, that's a little barely ever spoken about fact that people don't tend to actually think about, is that if you're streaming with an avatar, like you're using a lot more resources than what just the base game is using. Plus, I'm very lucky. Like I said, I don't have many, what do you call it, mods. Whenever I reload, so whenever I save and I load up in a battle, you'll actually see on screen what my mods are. Did you two really have to have that punch up? Hold on, who's nearby? Stone, you're close enough. Can I get, who's the one that's down? Leia, can you pick that one up? Yeah, there is, oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, my brain stopped again. It's alright, I'll remember what it was in a moment. I don't know. There's definitely, like, extra stuff behind the scenes with all this stuff. Like, if you see me stream a game where I don't have my avatar up, it's one where it won't actually hold it because it requires too much resources. Well, maybe you'll get a separate streaming computer one day. I don't know. I'd have to be doing pretty fucking well with that, to be fair. Also, welcome in, Snipe. Yeah, no, I'd have to be doing pretty well to get, like, a secondary computer. Because, like, basically, my computer, like, I use it for, like, all my games, all my editing, all my streaming, you know, all that stuff. and it's quite strong for that. The only thing I could see being useful is like we do have a server in the house. Like if we needed to, we could probably like set that up a bit better. We could probably like set it up to like host some of this shit if I needed it to be more powerful, but I don't really have like the resources to get all the additional stuff in that. That's not connected to any of this stuff. That's just for more like storage at the moment. Just because it's like it's an older one. That's what do you call it? Like secondhand. Everything's a bit old and worn and could just collapse on its own. How am I doing? I'm doing alright, Snot. It's been really fucking hot. So I've been mostly just like sleeping on tiles and stuff like that. Trying to drink water, not drinking enough water. You know, the usual. Let's see. Oh, I can move these. I can move them, but that one's not getting better. Yeah, I don't know. Eventually, I guess, like, I'll advance into all the other stuff. I would like to have, like, a proper backup thing. Like, we've got the server hard drives and shit, but that's about it. That's all we kind of use that for, is just backing up everything. Because at one point, all my streaming took up... How big is that drive? I had to replace the drive because it was full. Hold on. How big are you? Alright, that's an 8 terabyte hard drive. I know I had 6 terabytes of streaming content on there last year, so I had to upgrade a hard drive. So that's another thing too, is every year is kind of like a new hard drive. Mind you, people do streaming differently. Like if you stream, for instance, exclusively on YouTube or exclusively on Twitch, and you don't do anything with your content after the fact, it just stays forever on that site in bulk as like that, like however many hours you've streamed for. If you are repurposing your content elsewhere, or if you've got to do any kind of editing and stuff like that, you need to take it down from whatever platform you're using and then basically make it into small enough portions to kind of work with and edit and whatever. And it's got to be stored somewhere while you're doing that. And then you've got to take the time to upload it to whatever your other platform is that you're using. Like for me, I use Twitch to stream. I repurpose all of my videos, which involves having to download them onto the computer and like edit them and then put them onto YouTube or TikTok or depends. Oh, whoops, this joined us. It depends, like TikTok, Instagram. What the fuck else have I got? What's my goddamn list? I always forget everything that I've got. Give me a second. I've got my list in Discord. I really need to like know what I've got better than this. Hold on. What's my more information shit? So I stream on Twitch. I repurpose onto YouTube because not everybody watches on Twitch. I also put clips onto TikTok. I sometimes put reels onto Instagram or put individual images onto Instagram. Most of those images and stuff like that will also be in Discord. So I've got Discord as well. And I've got like little content areas for that too. And then what else I've got? I guess I've got like my throne room and Patreon and stuff, but that's not really like somewhere to put content, but Discord is. Discord's another one. So it depends, like between all those places, you know, I'm constantly in and out, you know, creating or storing or moving or uploading stuff for all of those. Like my uploads and downloads, I'll tell you what, this is why sometimes when I'm post stream and I'm just watching somebody stream, like I'll tend to have to watch somebody on like a really low resolution. You still got malaria. Yeah, just because like I'll be downloading like my VOD or something like that, because I'm well aware that like ain't nobody gonna watch like 1+ hours straight up on like YouTube. Like if I just put my whole VOD on YouTube, it's like 4 hours. I'm not expecting anybody to sit there and watch through 4 fucking hour video and be like, yes, I definitely have time for that today. Like, but, you know, maybe half an hour today, a little bit tomorrow. Like, some people got, you know, half an hour spare. Where the fuck was I putting these? Was I putting these in rooms, or was I putting them near places? Really put them near places. But yeah, that's how I kind of look at it. You know, it's just like the more manageable kind of size of repurposing content, because otherwise, like, it's a really big ask to assume that somebody's going to sit there and watch the whole thing. But it is a little bit of extra work, obviously. It obviously involves me taking the time to make it more bite-sized manageable, if that makes sense. But it's alright. I've actually gotten pretty fast with it all now. So it's not too bad. I've gotten to a point where when I'm editing, I can actually be like, you know, holding a conversation either in Discord or watching another streamer or something like that, you know, actually interacting with people. As opposed to when I started streaming, I like legitimately just like I went into straight up editing after stream, and I was shut down for like another 4 to 5 hours while I was like trying to work through stuff. And it was just like, nobody talk to me. I don't have the capacity for this shit. Not yet, anyway. But yeah, no, I've gotten to a point where I'm like, I'm pretty good with that. Like, I don't know. If Snipe's still around, like I was helping him with his PNG tuber one morning while I was still like working away editing on stuff. It's basically to that point now. Also, I'd love to know how your potato tuber's going as well. If you've got to like change it around between your different games and shit. Actually, I should be able to recruit you. Ah, yeah, Snipe is still around. I'm very grateful. No worries. Like I said, it was just, you know, you asked. So I knew I could help, so I helped. But yeah, I'm just glad you're having fun with it. I'm trying to use some of the lights I've got in and around the place. Yeah, I keep forgetting sometimes what to change the outfits and shit. Because yeah, that's one of those things where like before you know it, it's like, oh yeah, that's right, I've got like multiple different outfits. In your case, like all the different hats and shit that you can wear. It's like, I don't know. I think I've asked you this before, Snipe, and I think maybe you've answered it. I might have just forgotten. But can you make like redeems for people to be like, you know, redeem a different hat? Because I think in your case you said that you just change it between games depending on who you're playing, right? I think that was what you said. I feel like that might have been it. What was I doing with this set? This set in a cluster of 2. Was that what I was really doing with this? I feel like it's not, but I feel like that's what happened. So, it's fine. I'm trying to make a set of like blue and red lights here. And it actually looks pretty purple, so it's kind of working, but not all the red ones are working. So we'll get that fixed up. Yeah, but the Soviet, Italian, and US helmets are similar, I keep forgetting. Yeah, well, that's the other thing too, is when you forget to change them over. Or, you know, you don't notice that you haven't changed it over. Also on YouTube, it has no redeems. Yeah, I thought that was the case. I'm pretty sure I've asked that. I feel like I've asked that before and you've said that, so I'm sorry I keep asking. I just keep forgetting because I don't actually know. Besides your YouTube stream, I haven't really seen anybody else live stream on YouTube. I know my cousin watches like a shit ton of stuff on like YouTube. So it's really interesting when we get together, we have like the biggest conversations about what's different between the platforms and stuff. And I'm like, I'll try to say something in a way that's more related to like what YouTube does as opposed to like what Twitch does. So it's more understandable. But yeah, sometimes it just doesn't fucking come across like that, like with redeems and stuff. Like, it's not the same thing. Is this on the same plane? Yes, it is. Alright, my lights are pretty much all set up, I think. I'm not gonna fucking hold it to that. It's probably not. Shit's probably everywhere. I think it's on this lot. Yeah, it is. Alright. Like that. There are donations that look like redeems, so maybe I reach that, I can be considered a redeem. You mean like the, what do you call it? Like the super cheer stuff? And that's what I'm thinking of. Because, is it when I reach that? Because yeah, isn't that when you get, I think it's 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours or something. Yeah, so it is the super cheers, yeah. I got another one that's come in just now. You're hypersensitive. What was the other one? Whoops, you're both daytimers. Cool. Alright, nice. Because I forgot to come in here just a moment ago and fix this up for them. Izzy and Whoops. I love the fact that we got a person called Whoops. I just think that's just magical, honestly. Like, of all the names, I've got things from, like, kangaroos to vipers, Linda. Linda, you, come here. You need a fucking... I got a kidney. Kidney. Where's your kidney? We've got one of them somewhere. If I don't do this now, install a kidney. Was that the left kidney? Yes, that's the left kidney. Great. Fucking, there you go, Linda. I don't know what condition that kidney's in, but it's in a condition and you're getting it. Fucking hell, if I don't do that now, if I don't do that right fucking now, I'm not going to remember for the rest of the night, and I don't know where it is. It's obviously in storage, because otherwise it wouldn't come up in that list. We'll deal with whoever just got rejected in a moment. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, it'd be pretty cool if, like, you can set up, like, certain cheers and stuff. Do, like, a form of redeems, in a sense. That would be pretty awesome. I did kind of forget that, like, as a YouTube streamer and stuff, you don't just, like, automatically start out with that. It's kind of like the, like with Twitch, where you have to work up to getting affiliate kind of stuff. I think it's, like, the same kind of principle as that. New lovers. Although it's not in the same sort of way as with Twitch, where you have to have, like, so many people watching you and shit, I don't think. Or is it? You can fucking school me on that one, Snipe, if you know. Yes, I don't, because I don't do the live streaming on YouTube. I just repurpose my content there. I don't really want to make that higher. You've already got, like, really high handling and woodening, although that's kind of low hunting. Is it? Yeah, I've been working pretty hard to get there, so basically. Oh, yeah. So it is kind of like the, like, trying to get affiliate kind of thing. Yeah, I'm actually pretty close on YouTube as well to that first level, you know, where you can get, like, super cheers and, what do you call it? Like, where people can get emotes and shit. 100 you get custom URL. What's it? What's 100 you get a custom URL? Please explain. I don't follow. I will make you do cleaning. You can do cleaning and you can do the plant stuff. That's all I want you to do. And whoops, what is this? I love the fact that you're called Whoops. 100 subs. Oh yeah, so 100 subs you get a custom URL. Crazy. Holy shit. Whatever's name tried to woo McPherson, comparing her to a bright beech tree. And McPherson became aroused and agreed to become their lover. Good for them, I guess. If you like beech trees, that's your fucking jam. And who got rejected? Rolf. Posed to Blue. Oof. Poor Rolf. Fucking everybody just think of Ed and Eddie's Rolf right now. The Ed boys. Or Ed boys. That's it. I think I said subs when I read 100. You get custom URL at 100 subs. It's 150 get suggested to YouTube Studios. I've heard of that. I think you can go to, like, wherever those are and, like, host a episode or something there. I think. Or I might be thinking of something different. I might be thinking of some old shit. I haven't looked at that recently. But yeah. No, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to look into some of that stuff. Like, I don't do the live streaming on YouTube, like I said. But I do have, like, my YouTube channel, and I am working at the moment. I'm very close. I'm literally only, I think, 230 something watch hours away from the first stage of monetization, which allows people to get emotes and stuff from me. So I'm very close to people being able to have emotes on YouTube, which is pretty cool. We're having another prison break. Of course we are. We have a lot of people. Bennett and Jerry. Oh my god, Ben and Jerry. Jeremy. Alright, you two, what are you doing? Going back to prison, that's for fucking sure. Poor Rolf has to fucking take this on. Alright, you guys come here. You guys come here. Rolf can stay over here. And I've only got Tail and Rusty can come here too. 500 emotes, donations, and subscriptions. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to look into that. Because, like, maybe it's a different section for if you're doing the, like, live streaming or something like that. Because I don't do the live streaming. Like, I'm only looking, what's it? And 1,000. Is it? And 1,000's money. See, I know about 1,000 subscribers. So if people want to subscribe to me on YouTube and then like spend some hours and stuff like watching my content and stuff or whatever, right? I think it's 1,000 subscribers plus 4,000 watch hours for full monetization on YouTube, I think. And at the moment, I'm like, I don't know, I've got like 240 odd, 260 odd more subscribers to go for that. And yeah, 3,000 is the first one, 4,000 is the second. I'm really close to the 3,000 at the moment. And the second one, I'm only about 1,200 and something away. So I'm pretty close. I'm pretty fucking close. It's mostly just like a matter of like, you know, over time, if people are interested, they'll subscribe, and the more people like watch my videos and stuff like that, the better. I need a doctor down here like ASAP. I am looking for Corpsey right now. Silverware will do. She's up in here. Oof, you do not have medical. I thought Silverware had medical. Franklin, mate. You got great medical. How do you feel about fixing that up? How's that about to help by putting your longest vid in the background? I mean, you guys can like put on like a video or something like that from my YouTube channel and stuff like that if you want. Like, obviously that does help me. I always appreciate it and stuff, but like, don't feel like you need to. If you don't have like time or the internet space or stuff like that, you know, don't feel forced or anything. But yeah, eventually I'll get there. Like, I am kind of thinking that the 3K one, I was thinking initially it was going to be in this month, but I still think it's a ways away at the moment. Was it Leia that I beat up just a moment ago? No, it was Jeremy. Jeremy's got 19 hours. Jeremy can wait for a doctor. It's Bennett's. Bennett's needs the hospital, like, right now, ASAP. But yeah, I mean, I'll get there. I mean, at the moment, I've got like a couple of videos out that are kind of long. But the other thing too is I don't know how many people actually know this, but you have a 1 year period with YouTube to have your watch hours and shit like that accounted for. So after 1 year, what basically starts happening is any of the watch hours on videos that are outside of that year. So anything like today being the 24th of January, okay? So anything that came out on the 24th or let's say 23rd of January last year, whatever watch hours exist on that no longer account for this year bracket. So they're actually minused off my watch hours on top of what people are watching. So it's an interesting little thing. I don't know how many people actually bother to talk about this stuff. So yeah, basically if you have a really great, say, 23rd of January last year, where, say, you got 100 watch hours, you had an absolute mega viral video go out, and then this year, today, you only have, say, a couple of people watch your video for around about, say, let's say by comparison, a good normal amount, say 20 hours or something like that. Like, it's a high amount, but it's nowhere near 100 hours, okay? So you minus off 100 hours out of your annual watch hours, and you add on 20 hours. So now you're negative 80 hours off your day. So you're not going ahead, you're actually going backwards. A lot of people don't actually know that. So obviously with every new year, you hope that your videos get more and more views. You hope that basically what happens is that each year they'll be a little more popular than the last kind of thing. But of course, everybody has like a few occasional standout videos that absolutely got them off the ground, a year ago, that will time out eventually out of their numbers and stuff. And I can imagine, like, I definitely feel it sometimes. Sometimes it's really stressful because I know that if I eventually reach a monetary state on YouTube, I then have a lot less pressure involved with Twitch itself, because on Twitch, anybody that wants to support me, either by bit shares or subs or anything like that, like, that's literally coming out of like whatever funds you guys actually have available for yourselves. And I've always said, put yourselves first. So I don't like asking for stuff like that. But at the same time, if I have like something passive in the background from YouTube going, I don't have any kind of concerns of having to ask for that. And at the same time, I know that like people can support me by simply just watching my videos. And it's the same way as the ads on my Twitch videos help me now, you know? So that's kind of like how I sort of look at it, is it's kind of like a way that people can help me without having to open up their wallets, so to speak, which is nice. I would prefer to have those kind of options instead of like stressing over. I was just watching what the fuck you were trying to do. I'm like, there's a block behind that fucking door. Where were you going? Fucking Megasofts. I swear. But yeah, anyway. Just, I guess, some like little creator insights for perhaps people that maybe don't know about the behind the scenes of YouTubers and or people like myself who are streaming on Twitch and repurposing stuff on YouTube. Because like I don't have any problem with like letting you guys in on, answering questions and stuff related to this stuff, because I mean, who the fuck are you gonna ask if you don't feel comfortable just asking like your friendly neighborhood streamer? I'm sorry, that's the worst one yet. I won't stop. That was great. That was terrible. Yeah, no, that was purposely supposed to be terrible. I'm sorry. I'll have a drink and I'll shut up for a second.